Yo, what's up everybody? My name's Caleb Simpson and I'm the guy that goes, how much do you pay for rent in New York? How much do you pay for rent in New York? Can I tour your apartment? Can I have a tour of your apartment? Yeah. So I would describe it as this generation's MTV Cribs. I ask a question, how much do you pay for rent in whichever city? And then a follow-up question of, can I have a tour of your apartment or home, whatever it may be, van, mansion, you know? And then we go inside and do a little tour. How much do you pay for rent in New York?
$2,900.
Can I have a tour of your apartment? Walking right in.
Oh, right.
It started going viral like 6-7 months ago. Kind of the first video I posted, it went viral. And it was interesting because one of the guys I was interviewing, he didn't want to give me a tour of his home, which is understandable. But I posted that clip of him saying no, and it went viral in New York City, and then his friends shared it with him. And then he DM'd me on Instagram. He's like, actually, you can come over and do the tour. And I had never experienced virality like that before. I was like, wow, everyone in New York actually saw this. That's like pretty wild. And then from there, I recognized like, this is a moment. Let's make as much content as we can. This series actually started off with nothing being staged at all. Just running up on people on the street, asking for a tour of their home until I got a yes. So a lot of times I still do that, just because it's fun and it's interesting for me. Plus, it's almost more fun when that happens organically in real life, because the shock value of the person is like, oh my God, this is happening. And then I'm like, wow, they actually said yes. Outside of that, you know, sometimes I get DMs, sometimes I reach out to people. A lot of times in like a circle of friends, you know, I'll just be chatting and someone's like, oh, this person lives in this insane place, you should chat with them. That's typically how it happens, like organically. You know, I'm more interested in humans and the human experience. So when I tour apartments, I'm more intrigued in the human story, and then that tells a larger picture of how they decorate their homes or why they choose certain design inside their homes. So I lead with the human first, and then I'm more intrigued about like the design of homes.
My name is Caleb.
It's huge. Somebody likes cameras. The apartment tour series or house tour series started in New York City, then we went to San Francisco, Miami, Los Angeles, and then outside of the country, we've gone to Hong Kong and Japan. You know, I think something that the human experience has in common is that we all live inside a box around the world, and we are always curious. Humans are super curious. Walking around New York City, you're always looking at the buildings like, oh, I wonder what it's like in there. When you go into a new friend's home in New York, you always kind of are like, hey, how much do you pay for this place? And then you start walking around. So I think just curiosity of how people live. And also on the apartment tour side or home side of just content in general, it's mainly focused on like celebrity homes or luxury living, and we haven't really seen anything on the internet at scale of just like how the world lives, how do we live, you know, the regular day people. So I think that's why people really resonate with it. You're Barbara from Shark Tank.
Yes, I am. You're the guy, the apartment guy.
I'm the guy.
I don't pay rent, I own my apartment, so I pay maintenance, $10,000 a month. Oh, you're gonna ask me to see the apartment now?
It was really fun walking around in her home, and she kept losing her train of thought. That was like really funny. And she's like, it's like I haven't given a house tour before. She kept on saying that. I think maybe she was nervous, you know? She was more nervous than I was, which I think was funny. Also, after the math, she said she went to Trader Joe's like the next day. She like, everyone in Trader Joe's was like, I love your apartment. And then she was like, who is this guy that I was just like made a video with? How is this possible? She was mind boggled by the experience. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to mind boggle some humans. If you're a content creator trying to break into any part of the internet, just keep making videos, look at the people that you enjoy watching and try to recreate their videos. And ultimately, don't give up. You know, it took me almost 8 years to get to a point of this like moment, I should say. So just keep going.